Cryptomania started as a small company that specialized in a skill known as cryptocurrency. This is the practice of the exchange of information in order to secure transactions and to control the creation of new coins. With Cryptomania's rapid employee growth increase in response to the increased demand in cryptocurrency, they are in desperate need of a standardized introduction method for their new employees in order to get them hired, trained, and out into the field in a timely fashion. Another obstacle that they face is the fact that they have 90% of their employees working remotely, which causes some issues when it comes to keeping track of every employee and their progress. The goal is for us to help Cryptomania by coming up with the best plan of action to make sure that employees are equipped with all the training and tools that will be needed to do the job successfully.
In the objectives, we train new employees quickly and efficiently. We expand on organizational cultures for international employees to create a well-rounded and efficient workplace. Make sure that employees have all the knowledge that is required for the success of the job by including training seminars for newly hired employees. We want to create a strong communication skills among team members. We require Skype meetings that involve visuals relating to the current project. We continue conference calls with telecommuting employees. We hire qualified and trustworthy employees with at least 1 to 2 years of accounting or financial experience in order to ensure minimum mistakes are made after they are not closely watched by corporate. We establish a mentor-mentee system among new employees to answer questions, concerns, and relay issues to the current supervisors, group leaders, or human resource office, and etc. The first part in the methodology and interventions section is the hiring. The first step in the hiring process is the application, which includes resume, 3 forms of recommendation from former employees, college professors, and etc., and fieldwork experience in the financial aspect. The second step in the hiring process is the interview, which we require 2 rounds of interviews. The initial interview will include getting to know the potential new employee and understanding how their personality will fit into this company. This interview will include a personality survey and an OB assessment for group placement and mentorship placement. The second will be more of an in-depth personal interview to pick at their financial skills, strengths, and weaknesses. The third step in the hiring process is the simulation. This will be taking place between the first and the second interview to test the potential new employee skills when it comes to running through a simplified project. Getting a score of 80% or better will make the potential employee eligible for a second interview. The fourth step is background check. Include background checks for new employees to make sure that there are no previous offenses in a company's corruption or government felonies. And the final steps is when finally deciding to hire someone, they will need to come into the closest office in order to fill out all paperwork and negotiate pay.
The next part of methodology and interventions is resignation and termination. If you decide to resign from the job, you will be required to provide a 1 month's notice period. If this is not complied with, you will have to provide 1 month's salary. For probation, if you are put on probation and the situation is found to be more severe than previously thought, the company has the right to terminate your services by giving 24 hours notice during your probation based on unsatisfactory service without any compensation. In the case of a serious misdemeanor, your services can also be eliminated without any notice period, and you will not be entitled to compensation. Your services may be transferred at the discretion of the company. For the third one is implement newcomer tactics to ensure organizational commitment throughout the organization. 2 parts of this is relationship building and information seeking. Relationship building has to do with icebreakers, company paid holiday gatherings, paid company lunches. Information seeking has the chance to talk with both the higher ups and co-workers to ask questions or just to get to know more people within the company. Encourage employees to take initiative in their company's projects. Feedback seeking has to do with encouraging employees to give feedback on leadership styles. Using the 360-degree method of feedback will help improve as well as develop employees' talent and give the employee a chance to rate their own performance. Information Informal mentorship. Assign a senior employee to each new coming employee. This mentor-mentee program can encourage employee morale and allow issues, questions, and concerns among employees to be properly executed by being directed to the correct department and supervisors. Number 4. Require 1 week's training process for newly hired employees to ensure organizational commitment to the company.
The measures of success for Cryptomania will include quarterly employee evaluations for the first year of employment by supervisor, group leader, and/or mentor. Qualitative progress reports for cryptocurrency projects assigned to the employee or group will be part of a measure of success. Also, personal assessments for employees to complete to evaluate themselves, mentors, supervisors, and group leaders. At the end of 1 year, we will provide a complete assessment of the company's progress, that the organizational process is making a difference among employee job satisfaction. This chart shows a personal assessment for employees. This survey will let the employees evaluate their pay satisfaction, coworker satisfaction, promotion satisfaction, satisfaction with work itself, supervision satisfaction, and overall job satisfaction. This will help Cryptomania workers work on organizational behavior for the company to improve satisfaction among employees. The timing of the hiring and training process will include 1 week of paid training for new employees with group seminars and introductions in order to motivate new employees to stay focused and learn from the week's experience and improve morale in the company. At 1 month, 6 months, and then at the end of the year, Cryptomania will require check-ins and evaluations for employees. To make this more efficient, there are going to be certain people in charge of regions, otherwise known as team leaders. They will be responsible for check-ins. The team leaders will then report back to corporate about the progress throughout the company. By doing this, it makes the process more time efficient and more accurate. By having these different layers, it will theoretically increase the likelihood of questions and concerns being expressed, and in turn will make the projects and company run more efficiently.
As a part of our terms and conditions, we are asking for $750,000 with a down payment of $25,000 in order to secure our services. We expect our $25,000 in advance before we start implementing anything. Our terms for our control of the project are that we want to collaborate with employees as a company as much as we can in order to make sure that we are achieving the goals that are set by the company and employees itself during the week-long training session. However, we reserve the right to revise or deny what your achievable goals are in order to make sure that we are able to hit all the points during the week, and also to make sure that all of the company's implied bases are accomplished. As a consulting company, we will be in the business office a minimum of 30 hours a week in order to be present to fix any issues that might arise or to answer any questions. We as a consulting company reserve the right to change job descriptions and requirements. The consulting company reserves the right to change the terms and conditions while notifying the employees. By doing this, we are protecting ourselves in case we get sued and or get into a sticky situation.
Overall, our main goal is not for us to succeed, but to help your company succeed in having better newcomer training for your employees. We plan on accomplishing this through our objectives, methodology, measures of success, and timing. We are looking for you to be open and honest with us when it comes to your likes and dislikes, and want you to be willing to work with us. In the unfortunate event that things are not 100% fixed in our time period, we are committed to your company and will stay on board as long as it takes. With our hard work and dedication to improve your process, we believe that we would be the right candidates for the job.